Hello, everyone. My name is Aryan Vaid, and today we're going to be talking about a camera that has made filmmaking so much fun that it almost feels like a hobby. This is the Insta Ace Pro 2, and I know it's an action camera, but I don't know if it's right to call this an action camera. Now, right at the onset, this video is not sponsored by anyone. I bought this camera from Costco, got a great deal, but I fell in love with the camera as soon as I held it in my hands, turned on that power button, and looked at this vlogging screen. Also, being a filmmaker, my life has always been around big cameras, big lenses, huge lights, cable management, and that kind of takes away a little bit of the fun of filmmaking till I came across that little beast. Oh, this is just pure joy. And I can also shoot underwater with this. It's waterproof up to, I don't know, like 30 feet, or maybe 10 meters, so 33 feet. And if you get a case on it, you can go down up to 200 feet. Now, if you're out vlogging, you don't want to be the weird guy with the Sony ZV-1F with a microphone attached to it. I mean, it just attracts a lot of attention. And the last thing I want to do when I'm taking any kind of camera shot is attract attention. But with this little camera, it's awesome. I can literally be incognito. The stability, balancing on this. I mean, I was surprised at how good the stability is on this. All right, so we're now shooting on this camera and even trying to record the audio from this camera. And look at the beautiful view, guys. We were going to talk about perspective. So essentially, this has got the action, which when you talk about action cameras, you know that they were kind of known for that fish eye look, right? Which is kind of like the barrel look where the edges were kind of curved in. Let's start off with the first perspective, which is the action. This is the widest. And of course, you've got the MegaView for us vloggers or people who are shooting out in the city. You don't want the barrel distortion. The MegaView is really wide as well. The action, I think, was about 157 degrees wide. The Mega is a little less wider than that, but it mathematically straightens out the curves. So it kind of makes it straight, and you still get that awesome wide perspective, or the ultra wide perspective on this. When you hit that power button and you see that screen coming on, the colors coming out of this are absolutely amazing. It's literally built like a tank, which means it's rugged, it'll survive a fall, it can definitely go underwater. So it literally is the equivalent of having 4 or 5 prime lenses with just one piece of glass in there. Now, we've all heard that the video can be slightly bad, but nobody's going to tolerate bad audio, which is ironically, it's such a windy day today. I've got my wind muffs on my Hohem mics, so hopefully they will kind of hold up. But these things have microphones built into them, and they're recording the audio. So once I'm kind of in my post, I'll check how the audio from these sound. The other thing is it does have a, let me see, a microphone cover over here, and it does have foam padding in there. So what that does is hopefully it'll muffle some of the wind noise and the noise around you. The other thing, just like your phone or like a lot of cameras, it does have gesture control. So you could kind of, or you could even talk to it and have it get started. Right now, though, I'm kind of afraid to do that because it just stops the recording, but let's see. And that has stopped the recording. I love having the screen this way because it just allows me to kind of see what's going on. Okay, let's do another stability test, this time with a super wide action field of view. All right, here we go. Okay, one more. So what are the actual cons on this thing? Like I mentioned, it's slightly heavier. The thing is that it's a fixed aperture. The new ones, I think the DJI Action 6 has a variable aperture. You could kind of play around with that and change it. Would I recommend this camera? Absolutely. Because where other cameras are a maybe, like I wouldn't take my phone, a $1,400 camera, into the water. At the same time, what I would not do is take my phone and put it on the side of a car and shoot some footage with that. Nope, I would not do such thing. But yeah, this camera brings that into the realm of very, very possible. Just with the right, with the right kind of tools, you could pretty much connect this to anything and get some awesome video. It does have 10-bit color, so which is awesome. That's over 1 billion colors. Colors coming out of this are absolutely unreal. But if you're like me, or you're someone who does want to correct their, their footage, it does have a manual mode where you could go in and you could kind of choose your ISO, your shutter speed, just the aperture is fixed. It does also have certain filters on it. Active HDR, which is slightly different from the HDR on a phone. But yeah, the colors coming out of this, once again, are truly beautiful. Like I can look at the sky right now just on the screen of this and go like, oh my God. I mean, just the way it's capturing it. It also has face tracking. It won't track you like a gimbal or like the Pocket 3 if you've seen the tracking on that. But if you were to say move within the frame, yeah, it's going to keep its focus on you. Talking about focus, it does have a fixed focus, which is about 0.4 of a meter. So if you bring this too close to your face, it is going to look like, when you went to one of those laughing houses where they had all the funny mirrors in there. So yeah, just always maintain, I'd say, about like 1.5 foot from your camera. This does not have a dedicated zoom lens, but what it does have is a 2x. So if you're shooting in 8K, you could press the 2x and it would be lossless because you could kind of crop, because it's cropping it down to 4K at that point. Or if you're shooting at 4K, you could still crop it. It's not going to be the greatest quality because it's a digital zoom, not an optical zoom. Yeah, can a camera do everything? I'm not sure. I did mention when it came to audio is that it does have a way for you to kind of put in a USB-C mic or a Bluetooth mic, and you could use it with this and get absolutely crystal clear audio. Tried out the audio from this. It's been pretty nice, but of course, nothing like a dedicated microphone. So you could get an external mic or, like a DJI Mic 2, a DJI Mic Mini, or even a Rode Wireless Go. Any one of those will work with this. 45-degree lock. So what that means is that if I turn the camera around, it's going to kind of turn this way and get it ready for any social media like Instagram or whichever one. So, and then let's go and do the 360 lock. Is no matter which way I turn my camera, I am locked in. Now I am going to show you guys some PureVideo, which is nighttime footage, and compare that to what my phone is filming with the same settings and everything being the same. And remember, the phone has a bigger aperture So the phone should technically do well, but man, that dual processor on this, it does some wizardry. It defies physics. This is my phone recording me at the same time with the same settings. I'm gonna try and move this way, and I guess we'll find out because I've got the PureVideo Mode on this one, and my phone is shooting at 4K 30. All the settings being exactly the same. Like I said, the phone should win this battle, but we'll find out. From what I can tell right now, this looks absolutely amazing on this right now. But I guess we'll find out once we take it back and put all the footage into our laptop. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned, but this does have certain beauty features if you need them. You can smoothen out your skin, make it a lot brighter if you need it. But, well, I've not tried them, but if you do need them, you can go for it. So, yeah, you know, as a director who's just so used to such big cameras and, you know, always, I mean, I've been in the movie business now, and I'm not saying that as an arrogant statement, but what I mean is I started acting in Bollywood when it's almost 30 years back, so it's been 30 odd years. And when everyone talks of cinematic and, you know, stuff like that, I know how long it takes to get even one cinematic shot. So when they talk about doing cinematic shots, I mean, that's fine. But I can tell you that it got to a point where if a camera is not convenient for me, I don't enjoy filming with it anymore. Let's say the light is shifting and I got to worry 10 minutes to set up my rig and kind of balance it and do all that. That's not going to work for me. With this little beauty here, all I do is turn on my camera and it's literally on within 2 seconds. The battery on this is an 1800 mAh battery. So I guess it should last me about, it says at 4K, it should last me, I think, about 2 hours, which is sufficient. But if not, it comes, the kit that I bought comes with 2 batteries. You could buy more. Like, honestly, it takes about 18 minutes to charge it from 0 to 80%. And I think a total from 0 to 100% is about 47 minutes. So if I'm shooting or if I'm out there traveling or whatever, and I stop for a lunch break or whatever, I'll just plug this into my power bank and I'm good to go. This is seriously a powerful camera with a Leica eye in your pocket, because the lenses have been designed by Leica. They're absolutely amazing. Their color science, just because most of the people don't really want to take their camera and then go and then put it in their post and then do some wizardry on Davinci or Premiere Pro or whatever software you're using at that point. I have to do it for my movies. That's a long drawn process. Just the colors coming out of the camera are stunning. I honestly, I wouldn't tinker with them. But again, you know, if you're like me, you have this little ego about, well, I can do better than the computer on the camera, then please go for it. And you can shoot in the manual mode and then go and spend hours trying to correct your footage. This actually is the spot where the first commercial, so I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida. This is the spot where the first commercial plane took off. And that was another one that took off just now. It was really loud. I don't know if the microphone picked it up or not. But yeah, it was super loud. But yeah, just, it's a beautiful spot. And, you know, I just love coming here and just hanging out by the ocean. And if you're lucky, you might see a dolphin or two. Right, time to do an audio check. Pal bhar ke liye koi hame pyar kar le. Pal bhar ke liye koi hame pyar kar le. Jhootha hi sahi. How does the audio sound on this? And this is me testing out the audio. I've seen those. I mean, those YouTube reviewers who go like, and this is the audio from this camera, and this is the audio from this camera, and this is the audio from this camera. I mean, I guess, anyway. Okay, this camera, if you're gonna get an action camera, this came out 2 years back, so they might be coming out with a new one, I'm not sure. But I got it for about $300 odd on that Costco sale, the spring sale that they had about a month back. And ever since then, it's been a love affair, two-sided love affair, because as much as I love this camera, it seems to love me back and gives me footage that is absolute joy.